Welcome to the Character Chronicles, the People's Show. Checking the pulse of Husker Nation, brought to you by Nebraska Spine Hospital. If you couldn't tell, ladies and gentlemen, fine folks of Husker Nation, Santa Claus came early here at the Character household. But this is my gut reaction to Nebraska beating the University of Texas in Austin in volleyball to earn another trip to the Final Four. Several things that were very cool about this match, other than they're going to the freaking Final Four and they beat Texas in Austin in their house to get revenge. Texas ousted us last year in Omaha. We got a little payback this year. But here are some of the cool things. Defense still wins championships. We are the best defensive team in the nation in volleyball. Defense still wins championships, I think. And I'm not the first one to ever put this out. I think I've seen other former black shirts put this out before when Nebraska volleyball played, but I put out the tweet and post on Facebook, hashtag black shorts, all right, because they earned it. Defense wins championships. They're on their way to the Final Four because of how good they are on the defensive side of the court. We got some young players, some freshmen who stepped up tonight. So not only are we rolling in to our last couple of matches this season with some players who are playing well, but the future looks bright here at the University of Nebraska. And anytime you beat Texas, it's a good day. All right, Nebraska, Texas, you could argue is one of the best. And I know we aren't in the same conference and we don't play every year in the regular season. We seemingly always play in the postseason. Maybe the best rivalry in volleyball right now. So it's always fun to watch. It's always more fun when we win. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but there you go. All right, and it was kind of cool because this is one of the lower seeds we've had going into the tournament in a while. We were the 10th seed. They were the number 2 seed. But I think, in my opinion, I think something showed through. Not just the defense, not just young players stepping up. Obviously, John Cook is one of the greatest volleyball coaches of all time. But you could see that a team that had 7 losses in Nebraska, okay, versus a team who had 1 loss in Texas, we had played a much tougher schedule. It shocks me that the cold weather states are so good at volleyball, but the Big Ten Conference is by far the best volleyball conference in America. Our girls had clearly been through the battles and the wars, and they'd clearly been battle tested. The fans are going crazy there in Austin, and they're doing their little handshakes, and they're dancing and having fun, unfazed. It looked to me like Texas has played some teams, but they just hadn't been as battle tested as the Huskers had been this year. In a hostile environment, getting a great win. You start to look ahead. And to me, this is the best I've seen Nebraska play this year. I've seen quite a few of their volleyball matches, and this is the best I've seen them look. And I think it's those younger players stepping up, carrying us in to the Final Four. You start to look ahead, all right? And we're going to play Pitt. But you start to look at who else is still playing. Number 1, Louisville. Danny Busboom, former Husker, won a national championship with Nebraska, all right, playing for John Cook. She was at the university when I was there, her and her husband, Lane Kelly, who was a long snapper for several of the Nebraska football teams that I was on. So I'm kind of looking ahead, we got to play Pitt. We got to beat Pitt. They're a very good team. But, maybe we see that Louisville, Danny Busboom versus John Cook and her old alma mater, potentially down the road, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Going to be a lot of Character Chronicles shows this week. So much to talk about when it comes to football and obviously volleyball. I don't want to take this for granted either because every year I know I'm going to do volleyball shows about us going to the Final Four, playing in the Final Four, playing to get into the Final Four, competing deep in the tournament regardless of how deep we get. So appreciate this and good luck. Till next time, go big, Red Nose. Remember, hey, I got black shorts on, by the way. Throw the bones.
Thanks again to our sponsor, Nebraska Spine Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, when it's your spine, you do not want to mess around, and experience matters. That's why you can trust the experts at Nebraska Spine Hospital, the region's only spine-specific hospital. They are the best at what they do.